Hey everyone, welcome to the Final Cut. Mark the Movie Man here, and tonight I'm going to bring to you my review of The Darkness. Now, this is a film that just hit my theater recently, though I know it's been out for a little bit. Stars Kevin Bacon, directed by the guy who gave us Wolf Creek 1, 2, and Rogue, Greg McLean, giving us the story of the Taylor family who, after going out to the Grand Canyon for a family gathering, if you will, with some friends and having some fun out there, they come back and they find that they've brought more with them than just some nice memories and some good pictures. They brought with them some evil supernatural entities that start to make their life a living hell in their house. And we see how it tests the strength of this family, and it starts to tear them apart, and we watch as how they try to bring things back together, figure out why this supernatural entity is doing what it's doing to them, and what they can do to banish it, get it out of their house, and hopefully lead normal lives again. The Darkness, folks, the trouble that horror film fans have is we want good horror films, and when we don't get many to the wide release, though over the last few years we've gotten a lot more. Unfortunately, that batch that have gotten a wide release haven't always been the best, and The Darkness falls into that category. I tell you, folks, I had heard some things about this movie, and I decided to give it a try. I'm like, okay, can't be that. It's got Kevin Bacon in it. I love Ming-Na Wen, and she's in here for a small part, but she's in here. You know, Radha Mitchell's in here. I'm like, okay, yeah, this can't be that bad, right, folks? I haven't had a movie where I nearly fell asleep during it in a long time, but it nearly happened with The Darkness, which you don't want with a horror film. I think they put the jump scares in there to help wake the audience up in case you were falling asleep, which there weren't that many jump scares, which I will give it props there. Kevin Bacon and this group make the best of this script, which felt like it didn't know if it wanted to be Poltergeist, if it wanted to be Insidious, if it wanted to be... I mean, it just felt like just this empty mess. You're waiting for a long time for things to happen. I mean, yeah, we got some haunting things going on in that, but none of it really just... You know, some of it didn't make sense in the order that they put things in. The editing was, I think, bad. And, man, for the budget that this film had, you'd think they would have invested in one steady cam or tripod. I'm sorry, but if I can notice that the frame is rocking back and forth, I don't know if that's the style you're trying to go for, but it just doesn't work, especially when there's nothing really happening on the screen. So that was a bit distracting in here. Folks, The Darkness is not a good horror film. You know, they were trying to play the angle of the Anasazi Native Americans, and that's great. You know, they're pulling from some great source material, but what they do with it was weak. It was really weak, even for, you know, I mean, I try to give things a chance, but this one, I couldn't. I can't recommend The Darkness, folks. This is a very boring horror film. If you want to see a more interesting horror story, watch The Following that has Kevin Bacon in it. Loved that. The Darkness, on the other hand, yeah, I mean, if you're looking for something to watch, not this on the big screen. Wait till it comes to rental, preferably when you have a bout of insomnia, because guaranteed The Darkness will probably solve that problem for you. And that'll about do it for us here at The Final Cut. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We are that close to that 1K by July. Can only do it with your help. Appreciate every single one of you, every video here. Thank you for all the views, and until next time, keep that ticket stub.